Hello there, and welcome to this YouTube video where we're going to be looking at some more effects and more tools that we can be using in Photoshop as suggested by you guys. If you've got any other things you want me to be looking at, feel free to put a comment below and I can get a video made for you, but let's get going. So one thing that I have been asked previously to do is if I'm thinking about how to create and text out from this image and use this background image we've got here as what the text is appearing to look like. And it's a really funky question. It's a really easy thing to do. So I've got my background image there, and what I want to do is I want to use this as my text image, and you'll see what's going to happen in a sec. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. I've picked my font and I'm going to just write the Hatters. So at the moment I'm just going to center align it as well, move that into the middle. So again, let's just select that all, center align it. So what I want to do is, instead of this being red, I want to be able to have the background image as my lettering. So for example, this T here having the blue and the white of the feather, the white of the badge, and then that part there. So that's what I want to be doing. That's what I want to be doing. And it's really easy and simple to do. So I'm going to go over to Magic Wand and I'm going to select the first T. I can see that I've got that selected, and then using the Shift key on my keyboard, that's the one above Control and below Caps Lock on the left hand side, all I'm going to do is I'm going to select all the different letters. So that is all my letters selected, and all I'm now going to do is I'm going to go to Select and Inverse. So now what's happened is I've not got these letters selected, I've got everything else. And I'm going to go on to layer 1 and I'm going to press delete. So what's happened now is everything on layer 1 apart from the lettering that I've got selected there has been deleted. So at the moment if I deselect it all, we can still the red, but you can just see little bits of coloration going on behind the red as if by magic. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this layer here which has got the text on and I'm going to delete it, and then as if by magic, dramatic pause, there we go. So I'm using, if I just whack a gradient on there as well so we can see the full effect. Nope, wrong layer. Make sure you're doing it in the right layer, guys. We can see there what's going on quite clearly. I've used the image to create my lettering, which is a really funky, cool effect. Another thing that I've been asked is how can we get images in? How can we blend the images together? So here I've got this lovely picture here of Kenilworth Road. I'm going to do Control A to select it. Click on the Move tool at the top. And I'm going to left click, drag up. I want it on this image. I've now selected this image. I'm going to drag it back down. And that entire time, I've not let go of my mouse at all. I'm going to zoom out, doing Control++, just so then I can resize this image a little bit. And I'm going to leave that just there. And I'm going to press Enter. And then what I'm also going to do, I want to blend it into this image here. So again, I'm going to do Control A, Move tool, move it up to here, and then drag it down to here. So now I've got these two images on here. And what I want to do is I want to be able to blend these two images together. So it looks like they've been blended, they've got a little bit of effect in the middle, so it looks like they go from one to the other. And to do that, we're going to use something called a layer mask. So I'm going to click onto this layer mask over here. I'm going to click, so that's the layer selected, that's the layer mask. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to create a black and white gradient. I'm going to select where I want the gradient to be going. So I've got onto this layer here, I'm selecting the gradient for black and white, and then draw the gradient on there, and then as if by magic we can see that we've got this blurring effect going on here. If I just zoom in a little bit more, we can see that this top image, if we hide that one for now, is starting to blend in, it's starting to blur in a little bit, yeah? So again, what I can do is I can click onto layer 2, I'm going to do the same thing again, layer mask, reveal all, click onto this layer, again I'm going to select where I want this to be happening, and again gradient tool, and I'm just going to draw where I want it to be blowing, and we can see that if we hide this layer here, that's blending there, that layer here is blending there. So what I've done with this image here, quite nice and simple, is I've taken two images, blurred them together so it goes from one to the next. I've created some text and I've set the text to appear like an image, which is a really funky, cool effect, to create this nice, easy, simple bit of Photoshop work here. Hope this video has been helpful for you, and I'll see you later on.